You're probably gonna want to get this on camera.
And I read the script, and I got about 25 pages in. I lost my mind. I called my agent and said, please, you have to get me in.
I don't want to do it. Dude, I don't want to do it. Okay, are you ready? Okay, come on, do it. Give me a countdown. I will, I promise.
I'm always looking for things that are rooted in reality, that I really believe. And I don't expect those things to be really supernatural stories. But I think that's exactly what Chronicle is. I think it's a supernatural story that's completely rooted in reality and that I completely believe.
Watch this. Dude, holy crap!
When I first read the script, I felt like I picked up my first comic book. You know, I didn't want to put it down. You know, I just read through it. I read through it twice actually, and I wanted to be a part of it. At first I saw like, okay, Matt's character, that's awesome. I want to be that guy. Steve's pretty cool, and it was just like Andrew. Oh my God, I didn't know who I wanted to be, and then when I found out I was reading for Steve, it was just I put my all into it. I really wanted it, so it just worked out for the best.
I got this one. Sweet. She's just looking at it.
This is my theory, though, is that it's like a muscle.
It was everything I'd been looking for in a script for a long time. I couldn't remember the last time I'd read something like it. It was mind-blowing.
There's nothing stopping us.
Where are you going?
It was a lot of responsibility. I'm in almost every single scene of the movie, and there's such an extreme arc to Andrew and Andrew is involved in so many different aspects of the movie that I really wanted to make sure that Andrew's story was being told the way that I imagined it and how I wanted to kind of create the performance. And a lot of that performance is done through the camera work, which I wasn't necessarily controlling. So I was having a lot of conversations with a lot of people and juggling a lot of things while making the movie. And it was all those different aspects that was probably the most challenging.
During the production, the biggest challenge was probably getting over my fear of heights. Yeah, the high wire stuff with the harness, that for me physically just wasn't fun at all. The harnesses aren't comfortable. My legs went to sleep numerous times. It was just, 10 stories above in the air on these two little skinny wires. It just wasn't, that was the hardest part of the production.
Found footage is difficult for an actor, as it is, challenging for me anyway, to have to be getting from the beginning of the scene to 2.5 minutes later and knocking every single beat on the head and make everything being truthful and being what it needs to be in the arc of the story, and doing it all perfectly from the beginning to the end of the take, because there are no cuts, right?
Stop this right now!
And I think the trap that you can get stuck in with a found footage movie is making everything shaky and making it feel like it's really real, because it looks like someone's holding the camera. And I think what Josh has done a really good job of is motivating every camera shot in our movie to come from an actual source, but not necessarily come from someone with shaky hands, but come from someone with steady hands or someone with an iPhone. And I think the movie looks really great, and I think that the movie is still shot from that found footage aspect, but really lets you peer in and feel like you're a character in the movie.
And you really care about the characters. You really are invested on what happens to them throughout the movie, and that's something that normally you don't get from a found footage movie. It's more documentary style. It's weird. We use a lot of different versions of filmmaking and shooting Chronicle.
Steve, wait up! Man, look at this! Holy